just finished my appointment with my doctor, and so very interesting appointment. I'm very satisfied with the outcome. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the new changes with my weight management journey. So we're gonna talk about the new changes that she is recommending. So guys, let's talk about the changes. So my doctor and we decided on Wegovy 0.25 milligram for starting my for my maintenance dose. So why the switch? Why the change? All the things. Well, let me start off by just saying, when I went into my appointment, had no indication this is where this was going to be going. So I was talking to my provider, just going over, doing my normal yearly appointment and so forth. And then next proceeding to how I'm doing on the Zepbound, how my Zepbound journey is doing. And so I went into, the spiel of how what I noticed the difference between the 5 milligrams. And then I started taking the 2.5 milligrams for the last 2 injections. So as we were talking, she just got into saying, well, it seems like your body does good off of a lower dose. So she started just basically saying, how do you feel about Wegovy? So then I, of course, asked all the questions about the medicine and stuff. And she was just basically saying the side effects are still the same. It's the same as the Zepbound. She did mention that she had several patients that has had success on the Wegovy. But in a nutshell, she just felt like with me already on the 2.5, I was taking it that once a month, that a lower dose may be more beneficial for me. And I guess with Wegovy, trying to see how that will work for maintenance. With that being said, how do I feel about it? I am nervous. I am nervous because for the past, March to now, March of 2025, I've been on Zepbound. I'm used to my body and how it reacts to that particular GLP-1. So I'm definitely nervous because even though I understand her logic about the lower dosing and then how my body reacted with the Zepbound, I should be fine. But we all know that sometimes our bodies react totally different than what you would think. And to my understanding, the tirzepatide is more stronger than, semaglutide. I'm hoping that because my body was able to do good on that I should be fine on the semaglutide. I don't know, but I'm definitely nervous. So with that being said, when we were talking, she was like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just get this process for you. So I was trying to figure out how this is gonna go as far as for our self-pay option. Well, she was like, well, first let me run your insurance and let me just see what the insurance would do. Well, wait for it. When she ran the insurance, it said, okay, well, you're eligible and your insurance will cover for the Wegovy. I said, really? I said, okay, so let's go ahead and proceed. So, of course, she had, once it went through Walgreens and etc., they had to get a prior authorization, for them to approve it. Now, here was the catch with all of that. So with the insurance, I must have stepped in before a transition of August, because in August, there's an insurance, transition where plans are being reviewed. I don't know. So the authorization was only approved for 2 of the boxes. That was, it was a good thing that I was able to get 2 boxes. Well, I only got 1 because, you have to pick them up. Depends on your insurance, but you have to pick it up 1 box at a time. And then once you get close and you do the renewal, you do a refill. So that was the plus on that. So how I'm feeling about that, I'm excited about that piece because on the Walgreens app, it was like $16.37. So that was $3,270 something of a save, because I was anticipating going in there, doing a self-pay option, and then figuring out the rest once I get there. So that saved me 2 prescriptions in advance. So I'm excited about that. Now, what I'm also excited about is that will allow me to see how my body reacts to the Wegovy for my maintenance, and not wasting my own cash if my body don't do right with the Wegovy. So I'm excited about that. So the medical advice that my provider gave me is to stop Zepbound. So officially, I will not be taking another injection of the Zepbound, whether it's the 5 or the 2.5. Those, no more. So yeah. So what is my goal? What am I planning on doing? Pulling out my Shotzi app, because now this app is all jacked up because I was doing the Zepbound and I took that 2.5. So my the GLPs are kind of mixed up now. But anyways, I digress. So I took that last 2.5 June the 12th. So I was able to get my Walgreens did call me and let me know that I could pick up. And so I did pick that up on yesterday, which was the 26th. I'm debating. Y'all know how I am. I'm always planning, pre-thinking. I'm debating if I want to just start July the 3rd or 4th because of the way it's set up. Because I don't want to be stuck to where once I get to that second box, because like I said, in August it's going to be a assurance change. I don't want to be stuck to where I'm going back and forth trying to figure out, okay, we need to get this through self-pay and etc. and all that stuff, especially if my body is doing good with it. So I'm thinking to kind of stretch it out, I should just start it next week and then see how things go. That way when August comes and it's time to do a refill, I won't be so trying to make sure I get a self-pay process, because I don't go back to see her to September because of 3 months. When she started me with Zepbound, she did the same thing. Come in 3 months follow-up. So with that being said, we did my labs. My labs are good. Everything is good. So that's a plus. When I weighed in with her at the doctor's office, so when I weighed in, well, first let me go into this. So intake from the nurse, my blood pressure was 104/74, and my pulse was 91, which is good. And my weight, and I had on, what did I have on? Oh, I had on jeans and sneak. I was at 158 pounds when I weighed in on the 24th, and then my BMI was 25.63. When the nurse did my measurements of my from my stomach, my waist, my belly button, if I'm not mistaken, it was 38.8. Of course, my doctor did emphasize about the BMI. She was like, don't pay that any attention because you really can't just look at the BMIs on these charts. And I said that when I first started journaling my health journey on the platform, that my doctor was not a big fan of the BMI. So she's still saying the same thing, don't pay the BMI any attention. But yes, those was my measurements and my numbers when I went in. So with that being said, I am letting this be my last entry of Zepbound on the channel. So yes, it seems kind of odd. I would no longer be talking about my Zepbound journey. Of course, the health component has always been more important to me with mobility. And still knowing that I have, since I was immobile for 5 years, not being able to get around the right way, my body still has to play catch up to get back there. So, but also focusing on the weight with Zepbound, using that as a tool, it just feels a little odd. Yeah. So this page is this chapter of this journey in my journal on Real Journal Talk with V I'm done talking about it. So yeah, for now. So yes, guys. So if you think this video or this channel will benefit somebody from my health journey, please share the video out. And if you haven't done so already, please consider clicking subscribe and liking the video. So yeah, so you guys have a good one. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I weighed in on Friday, I'm looking on my app for my scale. When I weighed in on Friday, I weighed in at 155.5. So that is the number with just my regular weigh-in and so forth. I weighed in at 155.5. And just to add a little context to that, because like I said, I'm putting closure to this with the Zepbound. My P-Cal is actually good. I have not had to take a laxative at all. So my stomach everything is going as what it should be doing. So I'm excited about that as well. But yeah, that's the update for that. All right, guys. Bye.